Hello, everyone, and welcome to Aunt Manny's. Today, we have an adorable 7 pocket page that we're going to be doing together using Temu items again. So, stick around. Let's get into it. All right, first let me show you this. How stinking cute is this? This little thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you mount it, you can have an 8th. So, 2 pieces of 6 by 6. Now, I am using a lot of items from Temu. I do a lot of videos with their products because I love them, and they're very affordable for just about anybody. So let me get into it, and we'll get to making this. And let me tell you what you're gonna need. So let's get this out of the way. And the pockets do get bigger as you go, longer. So let's get into this. Okay, now embellishments, those are all on you. You can embellish this however you want, but you got to start with, we're going to start with 2 6 by 6 sheets of paper. I got this pack from Temu not that long ago, and I've done some other projects with it. I think it's adorable. So I chose these 2 pieces of paper to make my item with, my little page. I need this. You're going to need, and now just about, besides glue, a corner punch if you want round corners. You'll need a punch for the pockets. Let's see, everything else is pretty much optional. So let me get this out of the way and we'll just get into it. All right. So we're gonna need, let me get my school pad out here. Now, both of these papers, they can go any way. They're not in one direction. They're not directional. So for each paper, you are going to score about 3/8 of an inch. Oh, make sure your paper stays down. And with this one, uh, fold this down. All right, we're going to fold that down. So you got your 2 pieces of paper there. Then we're going to glue these suckers. If I get my glue to come out, we'll just, have a cup of coffee while we wait. Okay, now that it still doesn't want to come out. All right, so we're just going to glue on down. This is really easy peasy. Also, the glue bottles I got from Temu. Okay, so we're gonna fold these over. And here's a trick, just in case. I have something to keep mine straight that's on my table, but you can keep this here if you want to make sure you get it straight. I just butt it up to there, and then boom. It's nice and pretty. It's folded in half perfectly. All right, now you have your two pieces of paper, just like this. You're going to decide which one you want on the outer. So we're going to start with one of these papers to make our first and last pocket. Now, okay, I think we'll go about there. So, Margaret doesn't um, measure stuff either. You just got to kind of eyeball how big you want I mean, to give you an idea, this is probably an inch and a half, I think is how far up I'm gonna go. Let me see my last one. It's kind of up to you how big you want. I could go up a little bit more. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're just gonna go in there, make a pocket. Now, this is gonna be your first pocket, and this is your last pocket, okay? So your second pocket, this one is not directional. Okay, so this pocket, we're gonna go up a little bit further than the other one because we want them to cascade like a waterfall. Well, that's probably about right. Bring this down just a little bit. Maybe fold this one. Like I said, you can measure if you want. I don't feel the need to. But, okay. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. So I am going to make sure that these are straight, first of all. Okay. That one more time. Voila. So this just a tad. Just a tad. Okay. There we go. So all we've done is fold two different cards, and one will go inside the other, and there you have your pockets. Okay. Now, we're gonna need your hole puncher. I use a 1 inch. You can use, I mean, you could use anything you want, really, but I'm gonna go ahead and punch a hole. Make sure you punch it in the right side. You're only gonna punch the front side. Okay, the back is gonna be left alone. So just make sure that you're punching the right side. We're just gonna put a little, I can open it. There we go. And I'm not gonna measure it. I'm just gonna do approximate. Looks good. All right, now I want to do the other one. Let's redo that. I want someone to do on it. You want them to be about the same as your other ones. Put a little bit more glue in this corner. Now we'll take another coffee break while we wait for the glue. I need to put more glue in my bottle. All right, there we go. Now, same with these. I want to make sure that they're slightly in the same spot. Okay, so I know that it goes down about that far. And there we go. Same with over here. have a little mark inside of my uh, hole puncher that I lined them up with. Okay, so there we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. There are, trying to make this as fast as possible for you guys. All right, so next, um, this is optional. The majority of this project is optional. If you want, you could just glue your pieces together, leave it as is, and where'd my snags go? And then just slap a tag, whatever you want to do. So this, everything from here on out is optional. Okay, so except for gluing them together. Now, I have these notches here that I'm going to put inside like that. Okay, you can do any kind of notches. You can cut them out yourself. You can use die cuts. You can even use, where'd that go? You can even use stamps and stamp it, cut it out, fold it in half. That's actually what I did with these. So you don't even need a die cut. So we're going to take all of our pieces and we are going to, again, optional, we're going to ink everything up. If you are curious where I got the mermaid tail from, I got it from Jen, and she is on Etsy and TikTok. On Etsy, her shop is Four Girls Stole My Heart, and she's got tons of different kinds there. And then I'll be back when everything is inked up. Okay, now everything I got inked up, and we're going to go ahead and take our tabs and glue our tabs in. Have another cup of coffee while you wait for the glue. And you don't even have to use tabs. All right. We're going to do our first pocket. Now I'm going to put it on kind of loosely right now. I want to put all of my tags together and I want to see where it's going to sit because I don't want it too high or too low. So it's a little crooked. I need to move it over a little bit. I don't want it hiding that next pocket, but I do want it sticking out some. And then this will dictate the rest of your tags. Could just be that my eyes are goofy. I feel like it's not straight centered. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna go with that one in, and then that'll set the stage for the rest of your tabs. So let me go ahead and I'll get all these glued in real quick, and I'll come back and we'll do the next step. All right, y'all, all my tabs are put in. They may not be perfect, but they're perfect for me. Now, next step, this is optional. Again, everything is optional once you get these pieces together. I know that you'll be tempted to glue them together. Do not put them together just yet, because depending on what you do, you may need these to be separate. So, next thing we're going to do that I really like that Seven Plazas did was put some stamping on these tabs here. So we're going to put some stamping on these tabs. I have these tiny, sorry, my inky hands. I have these tiny, tiny stamps. I have 4 different ones. And I'm going to put them on these labels here where you can see them, just to grunge them a little. I get this one off of here. I'm going to do each one with something different. So it would help if I had that. You can do little flowers. You can do, on my last one, I did the numbers. Um, it's all up to you. Whatever fits in that area or doesn't fit, you know, that almost didn't fit. It's up to you. I think we're going to throw a crow in there. I love crows. So I got to have a crow. I think he'll fit on this one better. All right, there's my crow. And the last one. Oh, I gotta make sure I got this up right. There we go. Okay, this is a fragile. They're so tiny, I can barely read them. All right, wonderful. So that's all you got to do there. Again, like I said, you can put anything on these. The last one, I had the numbers on there. Um, Now, get this out of the way. Next step. You see in this one that I did and followed, you have the choice. You can put brads down the side, and that would go in. You can either put them through, or you can put them on the inside of this and hide the legs. Um, or that's a little tedious. Or you can do these flat back pearls that I thought would look really cute. Yes, this is a sticky note, and I stuck them to the sticky note, so I had them in front of me, and they weren't going everywhere. Little helpful tip there if you need. Okay, so here are here's my pack. So what I'm gonna do, and you want them to be about the same. So I'm gonna put a dot of glue, dot of glue, dot of glue, and dot of glue. Make sure they're about the same. All right, take these. Oh, here's another good thing about these mermaid tails. Well, she's got other. These are interchangeable. Voila! Exactly what this is for. Perfect, isn't it? Like that. See if I can pick them up. I'm not sure if I can pick them up off of this, but I'll slide them off. There we go. There we go. All right. And these are little pink, just little pink flat back pearls. And we're gonna, oh, I'm pushing that one. Right there. And right there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna push them around till I think that they're pretty much lined up together. You don't want them all over the place, but they don't have to be perfect either. Oh, for some reason, there we go. I thought it was off a little bit. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with that. I'm just going to push them down. If I put enough glue, but we'll see. I just don't like to do an overabundance of glue and then have it just spew everywhere. Okay, so that's what we're doing for this one. So I'm going to do the other side and I will be right back. Okay, guess what? We can finally glue it together. So what we're going to do, take the middle section out. We're going to open that up. Now, another thing that I should have mentioned is If you want rounded corners, you can punch your rounded corners before you put your pearls or whatever on. And that is what I did to this first one here. I did round the corners. This one I am leaving just as is. And we're going to put these together first. And just on the sides, we're going to glue just on the sides. And we're going to go ahead and hold that. Get it to at least stick into place. Okay. Next. Oh, I got to get some of this off my hands. I have glue everywhere on my hands. So next we're going to do the back of the one you just did. We're going to glue just down the sides. Just down the sides. Sorry, I have tremors, so sometimes my lines are quite squiggly. We're going to just put that in there. Make sure it's straight. And we'll push that together. Okay, and then the last one, the front page, we're going to do the same thing. Glue the edge and the edge. Okay, now we'll let that sit for a second. You can stop here. That's up to you, but you can also keep going. So I'm going to keep going for those of you that want to keep going. I love to embellish. I over embellish. If you have ever seen any of my junk journals, they are way over embellished, but I don't like nakedness in my crafts. So I like to embellish. It just gives a lot to look at, and some people get overwhelmed with it, but I'm quite happy with a lot of embellishing. So next, what I'm going to do is I've got this lace. I got this lace from Temu. You get 10 yards, and I'll put the price for everything um there so you can see it, and everything will be linked below that I used. But it's just this, it's hard to see, but it's very light, pale, peachy pink. And I'm going to put this down at the bottom here just to embellish it a little bit. I did the same thing with the other one too. Make sure I have enough glue. Okay, I'm going to throw this on there. And cut right about there. All right, so that's just running across the bottom. Kind of squish that glue in. What's going on right here? I just got a little bit to clip on. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then another thing that I got from Temu is this. This is so cute. I love it. These daisies. I got one that's like a pale peachy pink that I just told you about the ribbon, and this is kind of a pale peachy on the paper. So I'm going to use another thing. No, you know what? I think I changed my mind. I think I'm going to put the bright pink on there. So let me put this back together. And we'll get one off of here. Man, I wasn't ready for that. I thought I was going to use the bright or the dull one, the peachier one. But I think I'm going to go with, so I'm just going to snip one of these off because stupid poor. And I am going to put some glue on the back. Make sure you put enough on there because some of it will seep into the flower. And you could put one on each side. Um, you could you could put one flower, little flower instead of the pearls going up each side. There's so many different things that you can do. But um, yeah, two 6-inch papers from Temu, some glue, some embellishments from Temu, and bam, there you go. On top of that, if you wanted to take it a step further, you could take another paper from that pack or whatever you're doing this for and mount it. Just mount it on a piece of paper. Put it in the corner, use it as a side pocket, that you'll have an eighth pocket. Um, so yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do with these. And then put whatever tags you want in it. And like I said, it gets bigger the further back you go. So I mean, can you believe there's 7 pockets in this? 7 pockets, this little thing. But it's so cute. And then of course, back here for the bigger pocket. I mean, that's pretty big. So there they are. If you want to get any of these supplies, this paper pack, which is so adorable. This paper pack here for 6x6. And they have a ton of other ones. The link will be down below, and a code for y'all for 30% off. If you're new, you'll also get, if you're a new sign up on Temu, you'll also get $100 coupons, $100 worth of coupons. So everything will be in the description. I will probably have my code running through here somewhere. Um, and again, thanks to Seven Plaza and Temu for all of this. I think it's pretty awesome, and I think it's a really cool. I'm going to be making a lot of these for my travel journal coming up. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe and the bell so you can be notified anytime I post a video. I am trying to get, I've got a TikTok following. I'm trying to get my YouTube up there. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. So until then, I will be back with another craft soon.